How you going? How you doing, brother? You guys
Good.
are the Myanmar protesting. You've got a situation back in
Yeah.
Myanmar.
Yeah, so in Myanmar, there's like I don't know if you heard, there's like a military coup going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're just fighting for democracy, fighting for our rights. We're living in sunny Brisbane in Australia, and we have freedom here, they don't. So we're using our freedom to fight for their freedom. That's pretty much it.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
So good, man. And so you guys are living here and you've experienced what a democracy is like, to have a say, have a voice, and to be able to not have things forced on you, that the people can have a say in how things are run.
Yeah, so we used to have a democracy, a thriving democracy, in that we had all the luxuries, iPhones, all that sort. But in February 2021, the military pretty much took advantage of 19 and said that the election was fraud, and they pretty much did a coup on that. Yeah.
Right. And the thing is the mainstream media talking about this?
So the mainstream media pretty much talked about it at the start when it happened and when there was hype, but right now they're pretty much not caring about it at all. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's so good that you guys are able to have a voice for your families back home.
Yeah.
And be here. How often do you guys protest? Is it sort of like not very regular, or you just get together?
We protest around every month right now, but we also have every alternate month we have a fundraiser that we had right down in Logan. So if you guys want to try some Burmese food, have some good food, good vibes, come on down to Woodridge.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Nice. So it is like is it communist take over Burma, or is it more just a dictatorship? So the military coup, that's all it is, or do you think that there is like a communist element to this?
I would say in the past the military dictatorship came from socialism, so there will be some history that is tied with socialism in that, but more in all, it's mostly a dictatorship, and one person main outlines self-interests that are in line.
And they could be bought out. Like, I've heard how China is spending a lot of money, not to like tie it overly to that, but they do have like a lot of ports that they're buying up. And I mean, in Australia, look, so much of our mining is tied going directly back to China with iron ore and coal, and there's so much communist money, and that's got to have an influence, and they spend that money. And people are the element of corruption there with money. It's always you think it.
Yeah. So with Myanmar, the main two countries that are sponsoring the Thermidor, so the military, is China and Russia. Yeah. And so right now we're trying to protest regarding the United Nations General Assembly, where China and Russia sits on the Security Council, but we want the United Nations to recognize NUG as the legitimate government and not the military. Yeah.
Cool. Right. And it seems like the UN is kind of, I know the World Health Organization, for example, I think it's over 50% of their funding comes from China. So there's a lot of corruption even in the UN now, where people used to look to that as a standard or something we could trust. And that's no longer the case. People are waking up and saying this is not, an honest system anymore.
Yeah, honestly, we're just hoping that other countries see light of this and they recognize NUG as the legitimate government. I'm not really worried about China or Russia, since the United Nations is essentially a dysfunctional organization anyways.
So they're not even, the UN's not even standing up for you. So number one, get the UN to at least recognize and say what's going on and be honest.
In my opinion, the United Nations is full of, I would say, hypocrisy. Yeah, they will say that they fight for democracy, yet the things that they do say the opposite. Yeah.
I totally agree with you, man. We just came from a freedom protest, and a lot of that is talking about the UN Agenda 30 and all the things, and these issues that are being met. There's sort of globalist mandates forced on democracies, where the people who are voting citizens, they're getting overwritten by the UN.
Yeah, definitely. I think
democracy is the people have a vote and they have a say, and if they're not happy, they can vote out these guys, and the people have a say.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Hey man, thanks for your time. God bless. Good. We'll be praying for Myanmar.
Thank you. See ya.
God bless. Thank you.